a man that has purpose and a vision is not looking for a woman, but is looking for a wife, because it is only a wife that can bring a good thing into the life of a man. It is not just about you having nice breasts, nice buttocks, because now people are sleeping behind artificial buttocks, where silicone, people are even sucking artificial breasts.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing. But do you think this phrase or this sentence that the Bible says has to do with the both partners and not just a wife, just because the Bible says a wife, then it's just the wife will just be there and it's the man that is supposed to find himself before finding the wife? So do you think it goes for the women as well?
Okay, that's a very good question. Now you hear a lot of women sitting down saying that I am just waiting for some guy to come and pay the bride price and take me to his house.
Yeah.
Most women think that because they are women, somebody should just come and marry them. And I want to emphatically say that a man that has purpose and a vision is not looking for a woman, but is looking for a wife, because it is only a wife that can bring a good thing into the life of a man, not a woman.
Yeah.
So as a woman, you have to find yourself, because it is not just about you having nice breasts, nice buttocks, because now people are sleeping behind artificial buttocks, where silicone, people are even sucking artificial breasts.
Wow.
Because now silicone and other stuff are coming up, BBLs and all.
Yeah.
Do you get my point? And all this thing has a lifespan.
Yeah.
It is just some time, it will fade off. Even if it won't fade off, when you start, seeing your husband in the secret place where there's going to be an intercourse, giving you all the stars, the breast will begin to go down, the buttocks will begin to go down. So as a woman, you don't invest so much into those things. You need to find yourself. And how can you find yourself? A woman, you have a purpose that God has given you to fulfill.
Yeah.
God has given you a vision. God has given you a dream. So as a woman, you have to find your purpose and invest in your purpose. Invest in your career. Invest in your goals. Because the old days marriage, where women were actually only in the kitchen, is dead and gone. Jesus came and died. And that day on the cross, Jesus died with that particular marriage. Jesus buried it, and he resurrected with a new marriage where women has to, match up, come up so much strong, and then support their husband with their intelligence, with their knowledge and wisdom. You get my point?
Yeah.
So as a woman too, you need to find your purpose, find your vision, your goals, and then invest into it. You get my point?
Yeah.
One thing is that the moment you focus on yourself, you're able to know your weakness and your strength. So you begin to invest in your weakness and you invest in your strength. But if you don't do that as a woman, the man will marry you, and then after sex, you are useless. After putting food on the table, you are useless. After washing the boxes, you are useless. After cleaning, you are useless. So as a woman too, you have to find your purpose, have a vision, have a career, have a dream, so that when a man meets you, that is what brings blessings in marriage. So it is not every marriage that sees blessing, that he that finds a good of favor from the Lord. It is not every marriage that brings favor, because you have to also prepare and work out for favor. We should work out our salvation with fear and trembling. It means that you have to also work out for the blessings in marriage to come upon you. But if you don't prepare for that blessing, if you don't prepare for that favor, if you don't prepare for that financial breakthrough you are looking for after marriage, it will not come. So woman, you have to also invest in your career and yourself, so that when you meet your partner, the blessings of the Lord will be unleashed upon that particular marriage.
Okay, that was very, very nice. So as we are saying, a man needs to find himself. You, the woman, you too need to find your own self. You don't need to stay there and be like, oh, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the man, doing nothing. No, you need to prepare yourself, because the man you want actually is also preparing himself for you. Probably the man is praying, you are there, you don't pray, you don't fast. The only thing you do is eat and sleep. It doesn't work like that. And you want marriage, you need to start thinking about what marriage is. Like, do you know how tired it will be? Do you know the kind of work it takes, the kind of energy it takes from you? Like, you need grace. This is the time that you need to start praying, constantly praying about it, asking God for grace, asking God to give you the strength where you lack knowledge, where you lack wisdom, like asking God to prepare you as a woman. Because when the man comes, just like we heard, he's not coming, he wouldn't see a girl, he wouldn't see a woman, he's going to see a wife, which means you're supposed to be a wife already. So right now that we are speaking, you should be a wife in that state. That will make a man say, oh, this is a wife. If not, my dear, if you're waiting, then you wait for a very long time. You wait for a very long time. So we are keeping on talking about this whole discussion. Do you think that vision has a lot to do with the kind of woman you're going to?
Okay, that's a very good question. One thing is that vision is very important when it comes to you as a man choosing a wife.
Yeah.
Because one thing is that you are going to bring the woman in your home, and every man is a priest in his home, and every man is a leader in your home.
Yeah.
And what makes you a leader is not just being a husband.
Yeah.
It is the vision you carry. And if you don't have a vision, you will not be responsible. So men that have vision are men that are responsible, because something is actually pushing them to do what they are doing. So I mostly say that why you are doing something, or what is motivating you to do something is like more important than what you are doing. And if you don't have a vision, what is going to motivate you to do the things you want to do for your wife, the children, and the family at large? So vision has an important role to play in marriage. That is why I mostly say that if you don't have a vision, what are you going to present to the woman for the woman to follow you? You know, when we look at the word submission, it is sub and mission. They are two words. So if you are not presenting a vision and a mission to the woman cannot submit to anything. The woman does not just submit to the man. The woman submits to the mission and the vision of the man. So when the woman is submitting to your vision and your mission, automatically the woman is submitting to you as a man, because you are your vision, you are your mission, and you are your purpose as a man. So vision has an important role. And the man, if you don't have a vision, it becomes very difficult for your woman to submit to you. So sometimes men complain that my woman is not submissive, my wife, you are always blah 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 blah. Sometimes it is because the woman doesn't know what she has to submit to. And if she doesn't know what she has to submit to, it will become very difficult for you to be able to live peacefully with a woman. So without vision, there is no submission. Without vision, there is no direction for the family. So as a man, your vision is very, very important, because when the very day the woman's father hands her to you, what the woman's father is saying that now I am giving my daughter to a father, to a man that can bring the best out of her, that can make her grow, that can make her better. So when Jesus came, Jesus worked on us. He cleans us, he purges us, and when he is done, he presents us unto himself, because he has a vision for us as a church, because we are the wife to him. So because of the vision he has for us, he tries to work on us to be in alignment with the vision he has set for us. You get my point? So if you don't have a vision for your wife or for the family as a man, you cannot work on your wife. You cannot bring the best out of your wife. You cannot make your wife to be like the woman God has designed her to be. So without vision, the family cannot fly. Without vision, the family cannot go far as God has designed for that particular family. That is why vision for a man before proposing, before getting married, is very, very important.
Okay, so practically you're saying if a woman sees a man with no vision, practically you're not supposed to go after this man.
You know, one thing we need to balance here is that,
Yeah.
you know, there are men that they have the vision, but they are not aware of it and they don't even understand the vision. You get my point?
Yeah.
You know, knowing something and understanding it, they are two different things. So for instance, you have met me and then when you look at me, you feel like, oh, I can do life with Moses. And I also know I can do life with Dale. But it's like Moses is a bit confused. Moses is not actually getting the direction right. You get it? So now, what should I do as a woman? You get my point? Because you don't just meet me one time, 2 weeks, and then conclude that Moses does not have a vision. Sometimes it takes the woman to bring the vision out of the man. Because it's not every man that will be able to even know their purpose or their vision until they have an encounter with one woman.
Yeah.
Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So now, if you meet him and maybe you are not seeing him talk, the vision is not coming clear, just begin to ask him questions.
So this is where being a helper comes in.
Exactly.
It's like you're pushing the man, you're bringing out what is inside him that he doesn't even know himself. So this is where I would just like to advise you girls, like, prepare yourself. If you're not prepared and you come across somebody like this kind of person or this description that we've just made, how are you going to help? You don't have anything to offer. So you should be ready at any time just so you can help.